Good morning, Jen. Okay, very good morning to Five Felix. So today is 27 of August 2021, Friday. Okay, and then I think that this is our last Google Meet, before first try exam. Because next Monday is we don't have a class, right? And next Tuesday is Hari Kebangsaan, Tuesday 31st of August, so we don't have a class. That is public holidays. And next Wednesday, 1st of September, you will start your first try exam, right? So I think that this is our meet before you go to first try exam. So during the first try exam, we don't have a PDPR, we don't have a Google Meet because we don't want to disturb you to answer the questions. So please do it well and return back to school at the time frame given. Okay, so good luck to all of you. Hope that you can answer it very well. Okay, please percubaan ini that is very important. Okay, all right, so we start. Until now, how many? We still have Joseph, not yet, Aliyah, Rosiana, and Wong. Okay, it's okay. We start. Okay, we continue set 2, paper 1. Saspadi set 2, paper 1, question 32. Question 32. Okay, the question says a straight line passing through the points -2, -11, and 7, 4, 7. So maybe we put this is S1, Y1. And this is S2, Y2. You are given 2 coordinate point, and then you are asking to find the y-intercept, right? So maybe we try to find the equation of straight line, y equals to ms plus c. But how to get the y equal to ms plus c faster? You can use this formula, y minus y1 over s minus s1 equals to y2 minus y1 and divide by s2 minus s1. This is the formula from additional maths. We use this to get faster. We use this formula to get faster. Okay, this is S1. Okay, sorry, S1. So I already put here. So y minus 11 over x minus -2 and equal to 7 minus -11 over 4 -2. Okay, so after this I will get saya tulis di sini lah, y plus 11 over x plus 2 thing over 6, and y plus 11 will be equal to, this is 3, 3 times x plus s, sorry, not s plus, s plus 2, s plus 2, and then we try to simplify. Y equals to 3s plus 6 minus 11 minus 5. So from here we c is -5, so the answer should be A. That is 32. A. So you can use this formula that MX formula for MX. This one, okay. Okay, so this is 32. And then we continue next questions. If I am too fast, please tell me. Okay, so 33 is about the probability. So write down your step. Write down your step. Okay, Rosiana. Hello, can you hear me, Rosiana?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. You know yet send into A paper 2, is it?
Yes.
Ya, I still wait you. Okay, mesti hantar lepas inilah ataupun petang ke malam ini hantarlah. Walaupun saya sudah bincang nanti, tapi tak apa. Hantarlah. Itulah saya kata hantar pada tepat masa lah. Okay, 33. The 2 red apples and 18 green apples. So all together is 40 apples. 22. Sorry, not this. Red is 22. Green is 18. So all together total is 40. Total. Okay. So now, how many red apples need to be replaced by the green apple so that the probability of choosing green apples will be green apples should be 3/5. So we know that the total is 5, right? So we try to find the number of green apple. The number is 3/5 probability times the total is 40. Total is 40. Okay, so this is 8, 3, 24. So means that the green should be 24, but now green only 18, right? 18, So how many, 33? C, right? So we only have, at the beginning, we only have 18 green apples, but now we need 24. So the difference is 24 minus 18. So 6. So masuk kena replace 6 red apple to green so that we can get the probability of green apple is 3/5. So the answer is C. The answer is C for 33. Okay. Or if you want to use another method, is 18 plus n divided by 40 and then equals to 3/5. This one is fast. So you also can get the n equal to 6. Okay. This one. Okay. All right, and then we go to question number 34. Question number 34. Okay, diagram 13 shows a 6-letter card in a bag, random. Okay, two cards are chosen from the bag without replacement. The without replacement is a keyword, so you need to highlight the without replacement. Calculate the probability that both the cards are not vowel. Okay, not vowel means not A, E, I, O, U, right? Not A, E, I, O, U, we have a R, we have an N, we have a D, we have an M, means 4/6. So 4/6 for the first not is a not vowel, right? So 3/5. Minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3, 6 minus 1. So you will get this is 313, 326, 212, 224. So the answer is 2/5. B. 34B. 34B. Who left? Stephanie. Clarissa. Okay. So we continue. If you are not yet, please tell me lah. I still can wait for a few minutes, not few minutes, few seconds. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, we continue. Question number 35. Okay, 35. Okay. Diagram 14 is a pie chart which shows the type of blood of a group of blood donors. Okay, so we have 4 type of blood, right? Type A, B, O, and AB. Okay. Kumpulan darah. Ada 4 jenis kumpulan darah. It is given that the number of type O is 730. Is 730. You jot down here. So maybe we know that this angle we can found first lah. This angle is 360 minus 70 minus 54 minus 90. Okay, so the total is 146, is it? So here is 146 angle degree. So we want to find the type A blood donor, the number. Okay, so the number with this one we use a ratio lah. For the group A, the donor A, angle is 70. Okay, and then the 730 is group O. O we have a 146 degree because we know the number of group O. We know the number of group O is 730, so we can find the number here lah, N ataupun S lah. Okay, and then darab silang. So you will get the N is equals to, okay, darab silang 70 times 730 and then divide by 146. So the answer is 350. 350. For 35 should be A lah. Okay. Okay, can you follow me, Elena? Elena.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And then another one, Jen. Okay, Jen. Nazim, how about Nazim?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Nazim, good boy. Alright, continue. Sudah. So this ini mendengar rendah lah, from 1 to form 3. You have learned it. Okay, 36. This is variations we learned in form 5. Variations, chapter 1, I think. Chapter 1 or chapter 2 form 5? Chapter 1, right? The volume of water V is varies inversely. So volume varies inversely 1 over lah, inversely 1 over square of the water flowing time T square. T square. T square. Okay, so we convert V equals to K. The constant is a K over T square. So we try to find the K. So we put the V equals to 20. You are given the V 20 and T equals to 3. T equals to 3, K over 3 square. So the K equals to 180. So our equation should be 180 over T square. So the answer is D. V equals to 180 over T square. 36D. Okay, very easy lah. 36D. Yang penting awak faham varies inversely. Normally 2 question for variations for objective. Okay, number 37. The variable y varies, okay, just now inversely, now is a directly, and also inversely. So this is a combined variation, sir. So y varies directly cube root of x. So cube root of x, and then inversely for z, right? Inversely as z. So this is a relation we can do. And then we try to convert to equation k cube root of x and then divide by z. So the question now asks you, we try to write into this form, linear form only. So y equals to k x power of cube root is a 1 over 3 lah. And then the z, actually this is a z power of 1. When we move outward, negative 1. So the a over 3, b should be negative 1. So the answer is C lah. Ho. A is 1 over 3, b is negative 1. Okay, can Alright. Rooney, boleh Rooney?
Boleh.
Boleh Okay, congrats ho. We continue. This is 37, C. So I didn't know no problems for the answer. I see that the Saspati is quite okay. No answer is incorrect. Sebab kadang-kadang ada banyak kertas model dia punya penerbit many mistake. But Saspati is quite okay. So far, set 1 also no problem, right? Okay. Kecuali set 2 ada satu soalan tentang panjang lebar itu. Tapi itu dia plus or negatif lah, itu negatif yang silap. Okay, 38. Rosima has purchased motor insurance for her car with a deductible provision 400 ringgit. The incomplete table 2 shows the losses suffered by Rosima due to the car accidents during the insurance coverage period. So, wah, banyak kerugian apa dia selalu accident. February dia tak itulah tak lengkap lagi. June loss 280 ringgit and November 750. Kalau motor dia 750 maybe ini kereta okay. Mungkin ada belangkaran lah, okay. Given the total amount of compensation claimed by the Rosima is 540 ringgit. Calculate the loss suffered by Rosima in February. Question 38. Okay, so this one, let's say that February is S lah. Okay, you need to remember our deductible is 400, so less than 400. So this one we didn't claim anyone. We didn't claim for June because 280 is less than 400. And then 750, yes, we can claim. But how many we can claim? 750, you need to minus the deductible 400 first. So you only can claim 350 ringgit for November, 350. But the total Rosima can claim is 540. So 540 minus 350. So it's 190. So means that we only can claim 190 for February. But remember, you need to minus 400, right? X minus 400, and this one equals to 190. So what is the total of loss in February? 590. So maksudnya bulan Februari dia punya accident dia rugi 590 ringgit lah. C. Okay. So this is the answer, 590 ringgit. So remember, minus deductible 400. So for June, dia tak boleh claim sebab dia kurang daripada 400. Okay. This is 38. Okay, and then we go to 39. Okay, 39. Okay, 39. This is from 3 topics. Consumer mathematics about the management. From 3 you have learned it. So looking back, the formula we need to use. Mr. Tan obtained a personal loan to 20,000 from the bank with an interest rate of 4. Repayment period is 5 years. What is the monthly installment to be paid by Mr. Tan? Maybe you can use additional math formula that is a progression, right? Geometry progression if you want to use it. Okay, if you didn't, we use this formula. The repayment after the 5 year is formula is a P. P is a principal plus the interest, right? The P principal times the R. The R is a rate of 4% and times the year, tahun. How many years? 5 years, right? So this one is 20,000. Okay, plus 20,000 times 4%, 4 over 100 times 5 year. Okay, but this total still is total. We not yet. If we want to find the monthly installment, we need to divide. We need to divide. Okay, so the total, maybe we can divide here lah. Kita bahagilah terus 5 year is a 60 month. 5 darab 12. 60 bulan. Okay, so dia punya jawapan di sini should be RM 400 per month. Oh, sikit sangat. Okay, maksudnya mampu dibayar lah. Okay, so kalau dia buat 20,000 from the bank, and then the interest rate is 4% per year, or per annum is per year lah, and then the repayment period is 5 years, so 1 month 400. 1 month 400 ringgit. Need to pay back to the bank. Okay, so this is a form 3 topics. So kalau kita tengok memang perlu tahu. I know that the form 3 inside this topic we have many formula, but you need to understand it. Okay. Okay, question number 40 is a form 5. Form 5 syllabus. Form 5 questions. That is taxation, cukai. Puang Amina's house has an annual value of 520,000. Okay, annual value. Okay, harga rumah dia 520,000 lah. Maybe this is a semi-D or somewhat. Property assessment test paid by the Puang Amina for each half year. This is a half year only. Year time. Normally we count 1 year, right? So 1144. 1144. 1,144 per year. Kalau cukai pintu itu 1,000 lebih itu memang mahal lah 1 tahun. Okay, kalau di Sibu 1 tahun pun 7,800 setahun untuk harga yang 500 lebih ribu. Tetapi mungkin di Sarawak lebih murah kan, masa itu kita ada nampak dia punya table lain kalau di Semenanjung dengan di Sabah Sarawak. So kita di Sarawak lebih untung lah sebab lebih murah. Okay, so calculate the rate of annual property assessment test for Puang Amina house. Okay. All right, so we continue. Okay, Stephanie. Okay, Stephanie.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, calculate the rate. Okay, so how to calculate the rate? The rate means the percentage. So 1,144. This is payment for year. Normally annum, right? Okay, rate of annum. Okay, divide by the price, the value of the house, 520,000. Very easy this one. Times 100%. Okay, so the answer should be 0.22%. Okay, so the answer should be B. So this is not too difficult question 40. Okay, next we go to paper 2. Paper 2. So thank you for those already sent in question section A. Don't forget to do section B and C after this. Okay, ada masa buat sebagai ulang kaji pun boleh. Tidak semesti tunggu saya minta baru hantar. Actually, saya tidak suka pelajar itu perlu saya asyik kerja and then push and then dia hantar. Sebenarnya saya tidak berniat untuk apa itu. Sebab mungkin kadang-kadang kalau saya tulis siapa belum hantar itu mungkin pelajar itu akan susah hati sebab cikgu mentionkan nama dia tidak hantar. Saya tak suka buat macam itu. Tapi kalau saya tak buat macam itu, diorang tidak ada action. Sebenarnya anda boleh beritahu saya, cikgu saya belum siap. Mungkin saya berikan dalam besok ke. You beri satu tempo kepada saya lah. Bila you boleh siap, you beritahu saya lah. Kan? Saya pasti akan berikan kebenaran. Tapi ada pelajar langsung tidak ada apa-apa respon. Saya pun tak tahu dia buat ke tak buat ke, nampak message saya ke tak nampak ke. Susah juga kan. Jadi kalau you betul-betul tak sempat, you beritahu saya lah. Mungkin teacher, I only can send in to you tomorrow, for example. At least you let me know lah. Jangan tidak ada apa-apa. Ini tidak, bagi saya tidak berapa bertanggungjawab lah. So kita perlu sebagai seorang pelajar yang bertanggungjawab. Okay? Walaupun mungkin saya rasa ini tidak banyak kerja yang saya beri untuk matematik. Kalau you dulu you tanyalah kalau ada abang kakak yang you kenal, lagi banyak kalau kelas 5 elit biasanya untuk matematik. Ini dikira sikit sudah. Dan saya tahu ini ialah PDPR, so saya pun tidak begitu menekan kalau dia persemuka bukan macam ini loh cara dia. So saya harap you faham, saya sudah kurangkan sebenarnya. Okay. Tapi memang ada pelajar buat dengan sangat bagus lah. Section A for paper 2, 40 marks get 39, no Shafika. And then we still have a student gets 37, 36, very good lah. Okay. For those who are still in 32 and below, maybe you still need to work hard. Okay. Do better. Yang penting serious when we do. You can refer to reference book masa buat. Sebab ini latihan kan. You still can refer to the reference book. Okay. For this exercise lah. So jangan tak buat lah, beri saya sedikit respon lah. Kalau awak tidak hantar, saya sedih hati juga sebenarnya. I feel sad, I feel down. I would think why the student don't want to hand in their exercise. What happened to them? Okay. Awak ada banyak masalah, saya pun ada banyak masalah, sama kan? Okay. You punya masalah satu je, iaitu learning, pembelajaran. So I hope that all of you understand lah. Oh. Tak guna juga kan. Oh, saya harap tak perlu sampai saya marah lah. Kalau dulu memang saya suka marah. Kalau macam ini memang sudah kena marah. Kalau dulu lah. Sekarang tidak lagi lah. Ataupun berdepan dengan 5 elit saya kena lembut sikit. Kalau tidak nanti susah. Ini pelajar perempuan ramai ya. Dia tak suka dimarah. Saya tahu. Jadi kena bercakap baik-baik lah. Kalau tidak nanti susah kan. Stephanie ya, betul ah? Am I right? Ya. Oh, okay. Okay, Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn. Belum dengar suara awak lagi. Evelyn.
Okay.
Okay ah? Alright. Gloria, okay? Gloria?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Gloria, you can do better. You need to improve against your section A lah. Okay. You can do it better. Okay. All right, this is a paper 2. Okay, section A, I try to finish it 10 questions only. We go faster. This question, question number 1, many students do it wrongly. So I think that we need to, this is a hot question, operation of set, form 4 topics. It is given that the set A is a positive integer less than 0. Okay, integer, positive integer, not include 0. Not include 0. 0 is integer, but not negative. The 0 is a neutral integer. So 0 cannot be include. So the set A is 1, 2 until ... 9. Tapi awak tulis 1 to 9. Saya nak cepat, so saya tulis lengkap. And then the set B is a factor of 8. Factor of 8 is 1, 2, 4, 8 lah. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 8. And then set C is a factor of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. This is a factor of 12. Okay, draw a Venn diagram to show the relationship. Draw the Venn diagram. So the correct Venn diagram, saya rasa ada pelajar dapat 3 markah ke? Syafiqah dapat 3 ke awak? Saya semak balik ya. Saya rasa Syafiqah sahaja yang ada 3. Ada 3 markah, saya lupa. Yang lain memang tidak ada yang dapat 3 markah, saya rasa. I think so. Semak sekejap. Tidak juga. Inilah 1 markah awak hilang di sini ya. Okay, so I give you section, this is a set A, and then A and C. If we look at the A and C, we have an intersection between A and C, right? Oh, lukisan yang teruk, sorry ya. Okay, A and C, we have an intersection. And then also B, if we look at the 1, 2, 4, 8, B is inside the set A. B is inside the set A, so we put here. Okay, so if I jot down maybe you can jot down now. You can write down the elements here. If you didn't write down the elements, but the drawing is correct, I will give you the marks. Okay, 1, 2. Remember, mesti ada dot, dot di depan. Kalau tak ada dot di depan, sorry salah. 1, 2, 4. And then this is a 3, this is 6, this is a 12 outside there, and then we have an 8 here, 8 this, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, so this is a complete Venn diagram. We no need. Okay, ada pelajar buat 3 bulatan yang bersilang. Tepatlah, so saya potong 1 markah di situ. Okay, saya potong 1 markah di situ. Joseph ada di sini, Joseph? Joseph?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Kenapa masuk lewat tadi? Rosiana sudah left.
Internet connection tak bagus, sir.
Oh, awak di mana?
Sentosa.
Sentosa. Awak guna line apa?
Message.
Syarikat ya? Message Oh, message memang kurang di Sentosa. Memang saya okay. Alright, it's okay. Thank you for your attendance to this morning. Even though your line is not good, but you still come in. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then B, state the relationship between set A and B intercept C. B intercept C. If we look at the B intercept C is 1, 2, 4, is it? 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 is inside the A, right? So what is the relationship we can write here? So we can write B intercept C sub A. Dia di dalam A. So this is the answer, 1 marks. This is 2 marks. So all together is 3 marks. So write down your answer. Relationship. So relationship is like this. Hubungan. Kita boleh guna intersection, union, subset, and so on. Okay, so question number 2. Kadang-kadang kalau banyak orang di rumah ini memanglah ada kacau sikit kan. Awak pun sama. Tapi saya try Saya memang cari satu sudut yang sunyi lah. Ataupun jangan kata satu sudut lah, satu tempat yang sesuai lah. Jadi sama juga untuk awak. Okay, so question number 2. This is factorization quadratic. So tarap silang lah. This is very easy. Most of you get the correct. Pelajar saya semak memang semua betul. So saya rasa ini saya tidak mau bincang lah. Yang hantar setakat ini 11 orang semua betul ini. 4 marks. Answer for questions number 2 is I give the final answer. X. Maybe I give you this one now. Kalau tarap silang you will get X square plus 7X minus 4 equals to 0. And then you do the factorization, right? Okay, equal to 0. Jangan lupa equal to 0. Ada pelajar lupa tulis. Ini kena simplify the general form simplify. Then you will get the first answer is 1/2 maybe. Either one lah, mana-mana satu dulu lah. Another one is S equals to -4. Okay, saya ingatkan sekali lagi kepada beberapa belajar seperti Gloria, just now Evelyn, ada lagi lah beberapa dia jawab macam ini. Jawab ini Okay, dia tulis S1, S2. S1, S2 ini ialah jawapan daripada kalkulator. Dia nak memberitahu ini jawapan pertama, ini jawapan kedua. So apabila kita tulis, ini 1, 2 jangan tulis jangan tulis. Sebab 1, 2 ini tulis kita bukan cari S1, S2. You kena remember, we want to find the value of X only. So 1, 2 jangan. So ingat lain kali kalau jumpa soalan macam ni, 1, 2 itu tak payah tulis. Okay. So all together is 4 marks. So this is 1 marks. 1 marks here. Factorization 1 marks. And this general form 1 marks. So all together is 4 marks. Congrats to all of you because you can get it well. Okay, for this question. So I believe that in SPM we still have 1 question about quadratic equation, but saya punya pikiran ialah soalan dia adalah bentuk kebat lah. Dan kali ini kita punya exam percubaan memang ada satu soalan quadratic equation tapi kebat juga. Satu ada juga set memang ada soalan set. Okay, soalan satu lah. Seperti rangka itu saya sudah bagi kepada awak kan, the frame apa yang keluar, ikut ulang kaji ikut itu. Kemungkinan boleh dapat markah penuh sebab soalan saya tidak susah, agak mudah sebenarnya. Saya nak bagi awak motivasi lah. Alright, so questions number 3. This is a straight line. Okay, this one ada pelajar salah. this is a parallel, so mungkin awak boleh buat parallel macam ini. Okay, parallel. Saya warna tukar. Okay. Parallel. Okay, so OA equals to OB. We know that macam ini ya, this is -3. This is 4, right? So we know that the OA is 5, 3, 4, 5. So this one also 5. So the B is 5, 0 for the coordinate. Tapi awak tidak cari. Okay, and then equation of CD. So you need to find the gradient for CD. Gradient for CD is equals to the gradient of OA. No, sorry, AB. AB ya, sebab dia seri mah. Okay, so this one AB ya, we know that the AB is a 4 minus 0 divided by -3 minus 5. Okay, so you will get 1/2. Sorry, negative, going down. Yes, negative. Okay, and then after we get this, we try to substitute the gradient equals to -1/2 and the point D, because we want to find the equation of line CD, right? So we get the point from the CD for -7. One of the point here, we only know the D ma. Okay, we put into, okay, I try to use the additional math formula because this is faster. We don't need to find a C. Y minus Y1 equals to the gradient S minus S1. If you use this one, very fast. So Y minus -7 equals to the gradient -1/2. Okay, bracket X minus 4. Okay, so you will get Y equals to the equation -1/2. Okay, -1/2x minus 5. So the y-intercept is -5. Ya, ini maksudnya di sini -5 lah. Okay. Okay, so that is the answer for questions number 3. Altogether is 4 marks. So how to get the 4 marks? Okay. All right, the gradient 1 marks. Actually, this if you show this already, can get the 1 marks here. And then you substitute is 1 mark. Normally, we find the C first, right? So C is 1 mark. And this one, the equation is 1 mark. So altogether is 4 marks. Some of the student substitute 1 marks and then dia cari C dulu, Y equal to MS plus C kan? Boleh ya, Y equal to MS plus C, you find a C. So that's why C is 1 marks. Okay, so this is question number 3. And then we go number 4. Okay, this question also many students do it wrongly. Baru dapat 1 markah. You are given the interquartile range and the standard deviation. Okay, ini tak ada masalah. So now we want to find the new. If the set data is multiplied by 2, yes. So multiply by 2, so the new interquartile range. What? Okay, tulis interquartile range. The original one is 4, right? 4 times 2 loh. So this is 8. Okay, this is only 1 mark. This one, all of you get it correctly. But new variants, many of you are wrong. Okay, apa yang awak buat itu ialah standard deviation cara. Kalau variance, you still remember K square. K square times original variance. Original variance. Original variance. Okay, so the K is the 2. 2 square times we don't have a variant. You are given the standard deviation. Okay, so also kalau dia bagi standard deviation, you need to square first. Maybe you can find the original You can find the original variance first. Original variance is square 1.6 square because you are given the standard deviations. Okay, so you will get the answer should be 10 point, is it 10 point something? 10.24. Okay, 10.24. Okay, so how to give the mark? Okay, I let you know. Okay, you can find this one is 1 mark and this one is 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark, 1 mark. Okay. So ada pelajar dia buat 1.6 square but dia tidak buat 2 square. So tidak dapat lah. I think many students cannot already forgot how to get the variance square. Variance are the square. Square. Okay. Okay, we continue. Next question, number 5. Okay. If you still have any questions, you ask. Oh, this one, 2 implication are very easy lah. Apa dia? Okay, if apa? If form from regular polygon, if and only if we draw away. Ini tak mau. Kita comma, then 360 degree is divisible by the exterior angle of the regular polygon. We use the if then. And then implication 2 also, if then. But what is the difference? Yang ini pergi depan, yang ini depan pergi belakang. That's all, 2 marks. Very easy, bonus mark I think this one. Kalau dia buat macam ini, bonus lah bagi awak. Okay. Okay, and then B. This one is 7,776. Sorry ini memang ada sikit typing error punya soalan lah. Okay, so ada 2 jawapan. 2 jawapan. Thank you to Nur Syafiqah sebab dia beritahu saya ada masalah soalan itu. Questions number 5. Yeah. So jawapan Nur Syafiqah ialah n power of n minus 1 and then with the n equals to 2, 3, 4, ... correct, 2 marks. Another answer also correct. N plus 1 power of n. Okay, but this n is start from 1. 1, 2, 3, ... Okay, 2 marks also. Ini n sorry ini tulis buruk sikit. Kuasa n power of n. Ini comma, sorry comma. Okay, comma. Okay, so we have 2 answer for this question. Okay, if you do n power of n minus 1, the n should be start from 2. If you do n plus 1 power of n, the n should be start from 1. Okay. Congrats. Many of you can do it. Very good. Okay. Can you understand, Clarissa? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. How about Nazim? Okay, Nazim?
Okay.
Okay. Ya, Rosiana. You kembali lagi. Thank you. Mungkin I know that your line problem. So later on, I will try to send the jawapan kepada awak lah. Tapi awak belum hantar kepada saya lagi soalan jawapannya. Okay, it's okay lah. Okay. So this is the answer. So kepada soalan yang you miss itu nanti saya bagi balik lah. Okay, question number 6. Table 2 shows the number of LED lights left in the store. So this is a red color. We have 5, yellow color 8, and blue color have 3. So total, because this is probability, total have 16. 16. But many students get wrong, or I don't know why. Haja choose 2 LED lights at random from the store. If 2 LED lights are chosen consecutively, 2 biji dipilih secara berturut-turut. Is it the question give without replacement? No, right? Replacement, no. Dia tak cakap maksudnya tidak. We assume that we are without replacement. Kalau dia kata replacement, dia akan beritahu. Kalau dia tak beritahu, maksudnya tidaklah. Without replacement. Soalan ini ya. So the first LED is red in color. And ada number N. The second color is not red color. So N, tarap lah. So first is a red color. How many red here? Red is 5. So 5 over 16. And then the total is, for the second time, is already minus 1 lah. So not red color, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 over 15. Okay, so the answer should be 11 over 48. 11 over 48, 2 marks. Okay. And then B, the 2 LED lights of the same color. Same color, maybe we can, both is a red color. Or the both is a yellow color, YY. Or the both we chose is a... So we have 3 bracket here. So for the red color, 5 over 16 times second one minus 1, 4 over 15. Okay, or so plus. For the yellow color, we have 8. 8 over 16 times 7 over 15. Kalau awak ada pelajar MS ini tak ada masalah, senang kan? Blue color have 3. 3 over 16 times 2 over 15. Okay, so the answer should be soalan mana tadi ya? Number 6, yeah. So what is the answer? 41 over, saya kira dulu 120. So this is after the simplify already lah. Okay, so this is number 6. 6A and 6B, yeah. Okay, Wilson.
Okay.
Wilson, normally no problems. Just maintain your stamina lah. Make sure. Okay. And then, okay, Rooney, Rooney, okay. Rooney. Tak ada di sini kan Rooney? Oh, Rooney yang tak ada. Or maybe this afternoon we were little bit late dah sebab saya cuba buat sampai soalan 10. 4 lagi soalan, mungkin 10 minit lebih kan. Until 12:40 lah. Okay ya. Okay, thank you. Okay, question number 7. Question number 7. A company spend 6,400 ringgit every month to rent several vans and small buses to deliver the employees. Okay, there are 70 employees need to be sent by the company, where a van can take 8 employees and a small bus can take 15 employees, altogether 70. So maybe we can make this one first. So first of all, we let the X is the number of van lah. Y is the number of bus lah. Okay, either one lah. Okay. Tapi awak tulis the number of lah. Saya nak cepat, saya tidak tulis the number of. So first of all, we have 70 employees. This is about the employee. Employee. Okay. So van dia boleh ambil 8 orang. So 8S lah. Satu van 8 orang. Plus 15 for the bus. So 15Y equals to together is 70 employees. And the second one is about the cost. So for rental for the van, 800. So 800 ringgit, 800x plus bus is a 1,200 ringgit. So 1,200y equals to the total 6,400 ringgit. So this is equations 1, equations 2. And then these questions only ask you to calculate the number of van and number of buses rented by the company. So you can use eliminations method, substitutions method, matrix method also can, because the question didn't say. Soalan tidak kata, itu kelemahan soalan. Kalau bagi saya akan kata matrix method cannot be used because we have a one matrix equation kemudian. Tapi dia tak beritahu, so awak jawab pakai matrix method, I still give you correct. Sebab dia tidak cakap tak boleh mah. Okay, so awak selesai ya. So I'm from Shafika. The X equals to 5 vans, Y equals to buses 2. So the company rent 5 van, 2 buses. Okay. So awak sambung langkah kerja saya tak tunjuk lah sebab most of the student do this question is correctly. Very good. Simultaneous linear equations. Well done. Okay. Ini memang kena puji betul lah. Yang betul itu pujilah kita kan. Okay, questions number 8 is about the cash flow. Ini sangat penting, cash flow, positive or negative. Many students get it wrongly. Okay. Okay, questions number 8. The table shows Mr. Sami's monthly financial plan. Monthly salary 8,800. Passive income 2,530 ringgit. Monthly saving 20% from monthly salary. So this 20% only from monthly salary. Okay, so berapa dia simpan? 8,800. So dia simpan 1,760. Is it? 60 ringgit. Okay, itu monthly saving. And then fixed expenses 5,000 plus. 5,410 and variable expenses 3,100. Okay, now the question asks kali tentang bahagian A tentang lebih kurang macam inilah tentang financial plan. Okay, calculate the Mr. Sami's monthly saving. Saya sudah kira inilah bahagian A jawapan dia. The answer is RM 1760. Okay, mungkin saya kecilkan sikit. Awak boleh nampak. Okay, so that is A. All right, so remember monthly saving not include passive income because passive income means tidak tetap. Kadang-kadang ada, mungkin kadang-kadang tak ada. So saving should be from the fixed monthly salary only, 8,800. Okay. All right. Okay, and then for the B, I do it here. Calculate the Mr. Sami monthly cash flow. How to calculate the cash flow? So cash flow is the total income minus the total expenses. Total income 8,800, and then plus passive income 2,530 ringgit, and then we minus the saving. Saving also need to minus 1,760 minus fixed expenses 5,410 ringgit, and the last one minus variable expenses 3,100. So many of you didn't minus 1,760. So you are wrong, lo. Okay, so the answer should be 1,060 ringgit. Okay, and this is greater than 0, is it? So this is positive. So the answer is positive cash flow. Cash flow. Okay, cash flow. Positive cash flow. Okay, so positif lah. Kalau dia ada duit lebih, memang positive cash flow. So kita perlu seperti inilah Jangan negatif negatif itu. Maksud saya negatif itu maksudnya pendapatan kita tidak cukup. Tak boleh ya, kita jangan belanja lebih. Belanja secara berhemat. Itu penting. Right? Stephanie ya, betul
Yes, sir.
Ya. Okay, next. Already Okay, questions number 9. This one is very easy. That's why I say that maybe we have this time. Kali ini memang saya guna trick. Ya, ada satu soalan di session A ya. Saya sudah beritahu kan. Tapi jauh lebih senang berbanding inilah. Memang senang saja. Diagram shows a side view of two slides. BC diagram. The vertical height of a slide BC is 3/4 of the vertical height of the DE. Mana DE? Oh, ini ya. Tinggi dia. Ada dua tinggi di sini ya. 3/4. So kita kira dulu. Panjang, the length of the slides BC and DE are 14 and 17. BC is 14. 14 sorry ya. Kenapa macam ini? Okay. Okay, and then DE 17. And then also you are given angle ABC. Angle ABC here. This is quadrant 2, but sin quadrant 2 also equal to quadrant 1, right? So this one 3/7. Sin is opposite 3. Hypotenuse 7. In ratio 7 to become 14, so times 2. So also this one need times 2 lah. So 6. The height is 6 meter. So what is the height of this one? 6 meter. So just now we say that 3/4, right? 3/4. So let's say that this is S, this is a Y lah, Okay. So CS over dy, the ratio is 3/4. So now we know the CS is 6 meter. So can we find the dy? Dy is using the formula, the calculator is 8, right? So this is 8 meter. So this is 17. So we know that 8, this one, YE is 15. Children Pythagoras, 8, 15, 17, right? So ini semua boleh dikira langkah. Kalau awak buat pada gambar aja, is okay. And then we want to find a tangent. So tangent angle DEF. Where is the DEF? DEF here. Oh, this is a quadrant 2. Tangent quadrant 2 negative. So tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite side divided by adjacent. 8/15. So we have a negative 8/15. So this is question number 9. Questions number 9. Okay, we go to the last questions. Last questions. Okay, so last questions for this today's okay, this is a matrix method. Yeah, using a matrix method. Have you seen? Okay, so In a factory, the number of staff in processing the department exceeds the number of staff in technical department by 24. So we have two type of staff. S is a processing staff. Y is the number of technical staff. Okay. So dia kata processing staff melebihi, melebihi technical staff by 24. So S minus Y melebihi minus 24. So this is the first equation. X minus Y equals to 24. And then for the second equations, the factory manager has supplied 3 t-shirts to each processing staff. Processing staff 3 t-shirt 3X plus 2 because N is plus tambah, dan maksudnya tambah t-shirt 2 t-shirt to each technical staff, so 2Y. So all together supply 222 t-shirts. So this is equation 2. So this one we need to use a matrix method to solve. So if you use the other method, no marks. So this is a 1, -1, 3, 2. So kali ini memang ada matrix tapi matrix saya senang lah. Okay, SY equals to 24 and 2, 2, 2. Okay. So you solve it, ... Okay, awak sambung so you will get the S equals to 54. So we have 54 processing staff, and then Y equals to technical staff. We have 30. Okay, so 5 marks here, many big marks. Yeah, all right. Okay. Jadi sebelum saya tamatkan apa yang saya nak bincang hari ini saya just beritahu dululah macam ini So because we didn't have any more Google Meet because next Monday and Tuesday we don't have a class, and then next Wednesday we already start first try exam, right? So we will continue our Google Meet okay, after your first try exam. So after your first try exam, I think is already start holiday, right? So I will found one suitable time for us to do the Google Meet. Okay, saya akan beritahu kemudian lah. Sebab saya ada tugasan nak bagi kepada awak selepas percubaan itu. Boleh selepas percubaan selepas cuti saya nak bagi bukan selepas, semasa cuti I want to give you a project lah to do maksudnya exercise, sebab nanti at the end of the month kita nak buat sesuatu lah. Okay, so itu akan saya maklumkan lagi So I think that's all for this afternoon, and I wish you the best for your first try exam. Try to do your best, and if you have any question, you still can ask. Kepada pelajar yang belum hantar hasil kerja awak, you still need to send in. Okay, any questions? We stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well,
Thank you, sir.
welcome.